Hi, everyone. This is my infographic, which is the power of emotions in organizations and workplace settings. I specifically chose this topic because I think emotions play a huge factor in whether or not an organization or a company is successful and whether people have good or negative experiences in a workplace, such as if the workplace seems toxic to them or if it's a super positive environment. So here it is, and I chose to do a lot of colors because I think colors signify emotions to a lot of people, and it's something that's kind of universal. So, for instance, a lot of people designate blue for sadness, red for anger, yellow for happy, green is like in the middle, and same with orange. So that's why I decided to choose something that was super colorful because I think it's easy for people to read and it's super relatable. And then I also decided to incorporate a lot of clip art images. I think that that is appealing to the eye. So, for instance, the one with the man with all of the faces, I think that definitely fit the vibe that I was going for with the power of emotions because it shows every possible emotion and that he's kind of tackling all of it, which is normally what happens in the workplace. People have happy, sad, angry, motivated, annoyed emotions. So I'm showing them here. And then I also decided to put clip art on each single tile because it's easier for people to read and helps them understand what I'm talking about without really even having to look at the full text entirely. So I show professionalism with a suit and tie, and in here I'm explaining when people display their emotions professionally, they typically have more positive experiences. And then in this one is identity and personality, which I basically explain that people are more than just their roles at work, their friends, spouses, people, children, and that in the workplace, their identities and personalities encompass both their work and their personal social roles. So knowing that when you're at work, you're not just an employee. You're more than that. And in these, I also decided to add in like an how to, why, what can happen section. So it's more than just people reading what it means, but actually how to apply it in the workplace. Say that you're a boss or if you're an employee. So for instance, for identity and personality, how to, you can do it by fostering open communication, by providing respect to people and encouraging a work-life balance amongst yourself and your peers. And then another one I have is appropriateness. So sometimes a positive emotion display can be inappropriate, such as praising someone for a group effort when it was actually individual. So you just really have to be appropriate, whether you're praising people or you're giving criticism or constructive feedback, because what I have here, what can happen, it can lead to unhealthy competition, conflict amongst teams, and reduction of credibility. And then another one I have is boundaries. Be careful who you're expressing your emotions to and what you show to certain people. And that's kind of a given because it can avoid miscommunication and it provides a positive work environment. So there isn't drama, there isn't gossip. And then lastly, I have motivation. Aspects of work that keep a person happy are motivation. And that's normally when people feel like they are responsible, they've achieved things, they get recognition, and they have challenging work. So these are the five tiles that I decided to include because I think they have important roles in whether or not an organization is successful, and at the same time, if someone is happy or upset while working at a company. And that's what I have down here. Each one of these topics can lead to a successful organization. They all play a huge part. And I mean, there can be ups and downs and sometimes emotions. It depends on the situation. But if you follow these certain things and you work to do better at expressing your emotions, or you work to do better at controlling them in the workplace and knowing when to show them and when not to, it can lead to a positive experience as a whole. So that's basically what I wanted to show in this infographic, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Personally, when I was making it, I had some trouble with the layout. I didn't know if I wanted it to be up and down or left to right. So I kind of decided for it to be left to right because I think that it's easy for people to read and you can understand, like, here I'm showing you all of the tiles, but then at the bottom I'm showing you like what it can lead to. So this is my infographic. I hope everyone likes it and that people are able to read it and understand what I'm trying to show.